Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts as to what I believe is the main reason for most of the racial problems that we have in America. Now, this is a very sensitive topic. This is not a topic that is typically spoken of in such a free way as I'm about to, but that in itself is part of the problem, is that people are too afraid to even have these conversations. They're too afraid of being politically incorrect. That's a problem right there, okay? We're never going to progress if people are afraid to give their thoughts and opinions. So I'm going to give you mine. I believe the main reason for most of these issues that we have is forced integration, okay? Now, be mindful to understand that I'm not talking about people integrating by choice. That's fine. I'm all for that. Diversity among communities is a good thing. But when it's forced by government, I believe first it's unconstitutional. I don't believe the government has the power to force people to do such a thing as this. Okay? I remember when I was young going to school where there were, towns, neighboring towns that had their own school systems that took the kids from those towns and bused them further away and put them in different schools, in black schools primarily, and took those black kids and brought them into these mainly white communities. And that's an example of what I'm talking about. When integration is forced, people have problems. Now, a good example to back up my thought on this is the prison systems. Throughout the entire United States, in any prison, when allowed, you will find that naturally the prisoners will segregate amongst their own race. That's just human nature, to want to be with and be among people who are the most like you. That's the way it goes. So in the free world, to force people to integrate, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? Especially if they don't like each other. What's going to happen? And that's what I believe is the main reason for most of this fucking problem that we're having today. Is that black people were not allowed to have their own communities where they're policing themselves and governing themselves and, providing finances through their own banks, through their own lines of credit, and building their own wealth. They were not allowed to do that. They were forced. And on the other side, a lot of white people got angry when this forced integration happened because they don't like black people for whatever reason. So on both sides of the fence, neither group was happy about this. The only benefit, and which I agree with, is that black people, Spanish people, anyone should be able to attend any school, participate in any function, be a customer to any business. So I don't believe in discrimination, and we're protected from that with law. However, like I said earlier, forcing people to live amongst people that they may not get along with is a big problem. You gotta be fucking stupid to not realize that, right? There are communities all over the country. In New York, right here, there's a fucking Chinatown. Every building, every fucking letter you see is in Chinese. I don't understand what the fuck it is. But those Chinese people feel more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, amongst their own. And that's the way it should be allowed to be. So I'm very curious about your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. One more thing I'm going to say, about all this stuff that's been happening lately now and the social unrest. I agree with the black people that they have been treated so unfairly in this country, and they're being gunned down and killed. I agree with that shit. I have seen, and I have been, unfortunately, a victim of police brutalizing people many times. I've seen it in jails and prisons. It's much worse than the shit you see out here with a knee on a neck. That's nothing. So I agree with them about that. And also, to anyone who has a problem with what these black people are saying or doing, you gotta remember, these people's ancestors were fucking slaves. If my ancestors were enslaved by another people, and atrocities committed onto them, I would fucking hate that group of people also. I would feel the same way. So I don't blame them at all for that. And with that, I'll end this video. I'll look forward to you guys' comments. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks.